Well, hello, this is the final boss, and this is my liege. The developer was very kind and sent this over to me. I'm very curious. We just did a screenplay edit, so that is, I guess a good indication of kind of the narrative focus. Um, a story-driven, choose-your adventure with what's really exciting is dialogue non-gendered to be LGBTQ friendly, which is awesome. We actually do something similar in my game where the main character's first person, so I'm really curious to see how this writer executes that and how that shakes out. But essentially, choices matter. I lead a small noble house. I try to grow my influence and uphold my oaths to my liege. So I'm very excited. Let's jump in and take a look. I'm going in totally blind, so if I look confused, I actually think going in blind is very beneficial for developers because if I look confused, or I do something dumb, it's helpful for the writers to know. Okay, so jobs. I got some farmers. I got some merchants. It's August. Welcome to my liege. Whoa, skirt. Hello. Did I talk to them? Welcome to my liege. You're greeted in your keep by your older member of your house. They bow as they approach. Okay, so you're using second person, which is fine. I sometimes always, I don't know. I'm weird where in my writing I generally if I have to do like a video game, I will almost always lean towards first person. Second person, like you, it doesn't really accomplish that much different. I feel like it still gives the same effect, but it's a little tougher point of view to use. They bow as they approach. Next. Greetings, mine lord. I'm your steward, Glaemon. Glaemon, age 53, steward of House Storm, known traits, mild-mannered, thoughtful, and with advanced edit. Ooh. Wow, I can literally... let's give this guy some white hair. Yeah, left hand. Bow. No, bow. Hair, only pony. Mustache 8. Glaemon Nugget. Very cool. Nugget. Oh, I got an achievement. Create a character with the maximum amount of hair. That's, yeah. That's ponytail. Whoa! I'm sorry, I hope you didn't go down. I knocked over my thing. It's getting crazy up in here, guys. This is a real party. Ain't no party like a final boss party, because I make people go deaf. Alright, let me know if the audio is being weird, but it seems fine. Alright, Nugget. Next. You are the lord of the small yet noble house Storm, sworn to serve your liege, Lord High, Lord Bennington of Crestfall. In my liege, your goal is to manage your affairs to the best of your abilities while balancing the needs of your house and people. This gives me some Reigns vibes. I don't know if y'all have played Reigns, but that's the vibes I'm getting. Let me actually check something real quick. Oh shoot. Okay, I'm not getting. My kid is. My older kid is spending the night camping with his uncle, and so I'm very curious as to how that's going to shake out. It's like his first camping trip. It's kind of a big deal. So I'm very curious as to how that's going to shake out. It's like his first camping trip. It's kind of a big deal. All right, so Twitch is working. Sounds good. All right. My liege, your goal is to manage your affairs to the best of your abilities. Okay, next. Glaemon Nugget. Now, if you will follow me, let us be off to the family editor. Oh, you need to not drink anymore, my friend. You've been partying a little too hard. Glaemon decrees presence. Follow me, be off to your family so you can customize yourself and your family members. Yep. Skip down, start with the default family. If you want, you can customize people later. The ancestry menu will be okay. Confirm choice. Okay, leave and be on my way. Tutorial controls. Let's go. Is that this dude? Each week you have matters to attend to as notifications on the top right of your screen. So I got some gold. No, those are my stats. I don't know if I don't see my jobs. No. When finished handling the matters, select next week to move forward. Pan the camera WASDA. Rotate the camera Q or E. Raise and lower the camera RR. About okay, pretty standard. During this act. I don't know. Alright. So I'm got my stats. Map under construction. Whoa. Zoom is a little funky. Me thinks mine shift is inside out. Me thinks that's potentially true. Okay, I'm not sure. So I'll give kind of my view right now. I'm not sure 100% what I'm supposed to do. I see these kind of buttons up here in the corner. Barracks. I have 16 guards. I can video it. I guess I just camera pans me there. Okay, so I have, like, it's sort of like RTS style. I really need to poo. Okay, I respect that. Should I hast bread or toast for lunch? Should I have, maybe? Maybe that's like old school. Me thinks mine shirt is inside out. I like the fun little dialogue bits. Should I hast bread or toast for lunch? Reminds me like kind of like a Dwarf Fortress RTS vibes. I'd rather be knitting. I respect that. I would too. Why would anyone bake a potato Man, you obviously... This person needs to die first. The person that doesn't know why you would do a twice baked potato. Doesn't know true happiness. May I have this new pair of shoes? Okay, so we're getting some... I like the little silly comic stuff. I guess I'm going to get to do next week. I don't really know what else to do. Or foreboding prophecy. Oh, hey, dude. I'd rather be knitting. A local shaman claims winter shall arrive almost a full month early, worrying many of the farmers. My lord, we need help in the field to bring the harvest ere it freezes. The house steward informs thou that winter often starts early in December, and in a typical winter thou needs 3 out of 5 food to last till spring. Yet if winter doth arrive, it may be a long winter and require more food than normal. Send some of thy house guards to help in the fields. The merchants can help shun the shaman's predictions. I'll send some of my house guards. Okay, so I see my stats, so I get some bread and money, okay? Gramercy reload. So, oh man, job reassignments. Okay, so noble ledges. Hopefully we don't have a fight coming up. Yeah, you just need your passy, bro. Yeah. The baby, of course, spits out his passy. Gets very outraged that he doesn't have a passy. Puts it back in, immediately happy. Spits out his passy. It's immediately out, you know, it's a cycle. Okay, so, I've... Noble ledgers. Food has gone up. That's good. Gold has gone up. Military has gone down. Okay, so I guess that's something. I mean, this reminds me a lot of Reigns, but I feel like the UI is a little tricky, so I'm really low on military. Tutorial matters. Each week, you'll have matters that need your attention. As the Lord of your house decided they should be addressed. You don't have okay, return later. Okay. Oh, whoops. Next. I feel like the progress one is generally on the right, and then the back is generally on the left, but it doesn't matter. List of options for each option. One of your advisors will help you guide. Some matters you will have the opportunity to ask an additional question. You must address all matters before advancing. However else you can return. Okay, tutorial stats. So it really is got the Reigns vibes. The stats in the top right corner tell you how your house is managing in different important areas. Guards 12, Miller. Guess that's for like flour and stuff. Okay. Each state has 2 parts, the current value and the future value or long-term trend. The current value is how many icons are filled with color. Short-term decisions or events will impact your current values. Buying food gives you a boost in current food, but does not improve your long-term outlook. Future value or long-term trend is shown by how many icons are outlined in black. Oh, I see. As time passes, your value will go up and down to match. Long-term planning decisions will impact future values. Okay. So it sounds like this is kind of where it averages. My military is struggle busing. I don't like that. I mean, I love the art's really cute. I like the little camera controls. It is perfect. Fall is the best. Methinks my shirt is inside out. Methinks that's pretty common in this town. I can't not wait until the Feast of St. Penguin. Alright, so I think I've done what I can do. So I think, you know, I can look at my ancestry. Noble house is the Western family. Lord Storm, heir, hot-headed and naive, desperate to impress you, adores knights and stories of heroes. Okay. So we got some, like, profiles on people. Okay, so this is how... So then we just essentially... It's sort of like Reigns, where you're addressing these various things, I guess? Thieves at large. Well, I'm going to do my tutorial first. Let's go to people at large here. Hello, my friend. To learn more about your people in certain jobs, you're going, you can click on them. You can click to open the menu. Okay, cool. Trade request. Who wants to trade? Messenger from Lord Calbridge. I like that you're giving me the detail of you here. That's super nice. And question patriarch of their house. Dude, I'm the question patriarch of my house. Right, buddy. He agrees. Determined individual, rumored to be unforgiving at times with local families that fail to meet expectations. Okay. Can I edit? So I can just add okay. Messenger. In exchange, they offer a meager payment of access to their master at arms for training of our guard. How much food? I wish you would tell me how much this would set. My military stinks. Last question. Oh, I guess I can't ask another question. So I'm just going to go ahead and accept. Alright. So I got a little more money. Alright, so I'm good. Ooh, my food is really struggling. That's not good. Oh no. I think I'm gonna die. Thieves at large? Don't be at large. Be at small, thieves. Are you yawning, you goose? Are you yawning, you goose? Yeah, you're a sweet goose. Yeah, there you go, goose. Okay, thieves at large. The thieves. Oops, there it is with the mouse. Merchants encountering a rise of theft of late. Okay, next. They complain they've been able to raise prices or take justice into their own hands. Condemn theft and agree for her. Yeah. Hire additional guards. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty good on cash right now. Hey guards. Alright. We're in a decent position. I'm not loving where our food's at. Hello, friend. While working in the study, Magmatus, influential with the peasants' house, this Whisperhead maintains an network of spies for the house. Okay, well, thank you. This is Littlefingers, or I guess it was... What was the guy with the birds in Game of Thrones? Though officially they are simply town shaman, they also... Okay, tell me. My lord, I praise thy judgment in helping the farmers. They were quite worried after my prophecy. What else? I'm very curious, developer. Oh, what up? Thanks for playing the game. I won't backseat drive. Oh, no worries. I'm recording it as well. If you hear me take breaks to deal with an infant, my little one's out here with me. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to check this out. I like the direction it's heading so far. Most of the stuff, I think like what's nice is that I'm seeing a lot of the UI elements, like being able to click to get details on these things, like being very present and early in the development is very important. Really, really helps. House Bennington Crestfall, House Color Green, one of the 5 houses of the kingdom, rules over Western Valley. I was actually going to ask you, what narrative engine are you doing this all in Unity? For our game, World Seekers, we use Artisy Draft to do the narrative pipeline. I'm very curious, but anyways, I will continue. Those whispers came all the way from the lead shamans in the capital Crest Hall. I cannot think of a more reputable source. Alright. I may not have whisper ears everywhere, yet I still know much about how the other houses operate. Trustee to advise thy foreign politics. I mean, I feel like this guy's got it. I seems like he's doing a solid job. I don't know why I would be knocking him right now. Whoa. Whoa. A little snappy, like the camera moves. Yeah, the only other thing is that I feel like once I've done all the things I need to do, you're talented juggling down duties and streaming. Luckily he's like a very little kid. Because we have an older kid as well. But this guy's like 2 months old, so he's like, you know, there's not much duty. Like, it's more just like, when screaming, apply bottle. When eating too much, applies, you know, pacifier. It's not a big brain part of the journey. But yeah, I do feel like I on the first day, and you can watch the video and see, I was definitely very confused in terms of like, hey, what should I do now? Like, I have this screen up, have these UI elements, and when I think there's nothing else to do and you can progress to the next week, I would be curious to know, like, what are my advantages of, should I have toast or bread? Yes. Like, you know, of just moving forward. Okay, there's some guards. Are those the guys training me, or are those my friends? What's up, guys? The one thing I've gotten called out for in my game too, which you should be aware of, is I love the, like, I actually really like the idea that these characters are kind of like non-gendered and able to kind of, you know, be kind of whatever the player wants them to be. The one caveat is that when I used the yellow little gooby guys in my project, that we had a similar goal, right? Like, the main character is non-gendered, but everyone has been complaining about the little yellow guy. So we actually are gonna get like a little 3D model that's just like kind of non-gender, but looks in world in some ways. And so I know that fits more with this vibe, but you know, we'll see. Ancestry tutorial. Let's do it. Tell me. You can use the ancestry with people you're interacting with, as well as customize names and look. Top portion displays houses. Displays the house family tree. Selecting person displays the person's details. Okay. Bennington guest. The Godfrey Malister. Okay, so he is friendly and fiercely loyal to the High Lord. Values, relationships, and honors commitments. A well-known partier and flirt. Oh, UW. Born companion of High Lord Bennington. Stern judgment, confident in his position of power. I respect that guy. Next. Greeting, Lord Storm. Sorry for arriving unannounced, yet my guard and I are visiting High Lord Bennington's behalf. So what does this one do? No, I cannot lose any more food. Oh, I'm gonna lose food no matter what? Well, he likes to party. Ask question. How long are you planning on staying? Alright. Whatever. We'll do a feast. I'm losing food no matter what, and so I guess I'm just kind of screwed. Because I got a warning that and also, feel free to come. I do not mind backseat gaming and stuff. People, you know, I'm very. The reason I stream is because I like chatting with folks and hearing people's perspectives. So, never bothers me. So, do whatever you're comfortable with, of course. There you go, Beast. There you go. Anyways, excellent. 'Tis a pleasure to be treated such fine company. Allow us to feast. Yeah. My long-term goal's flat. My honor's gone up, which I like. Morale. Feasting in a time of need. I know, dude. I know. I don't know where. I mean, I was gonna lose food no matter what, man. We spent the guard to keep our servant training from House College. Alright, I know. I feel like my kingdom just started starving. Sir Gavri. Hope you got some food, man. Sir Godfrey War or Sir Godfrey Winter? We'll do Sir Godfrey War. Lord Storm, moving where the coastal regions of West Tyler Bennington has been growing more troublesome. If the time comes, you'll have to spare. Kinda, eh. It would be a great shame to the High Lord and their bummers. We crave our word, yet we can't adventure. It would be near impossible to get the harvest with our most able-bodied gun defending some. Okay, so I got some honor at least. Let's talk to this guy. Winter will be an Avanus. High Lord is filling up Crestfall. Taught books and can spare. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have another option, dude. Like, I don't have any food. Ugh, whatever. I do kind of wish I could, like, do some stuff on the map. I'm fine. It's Unity built a custom dialogue handler. Oh my gosh. The server I knew without first. The first turn definitely needs some work. I mean, that's so. I mean, obviously, I know everybody kind of has their own game design thoughts and approaches. Like, the biggest thing that on my game project I'm working on is as early as possible in the development, making sure the first 5 minutes are as good as I can get them, and then eventually the first 30 minutes. But like that's like kind of my, you know, the colleagues I'm working with on this game project right now, they'll tell you, oh my god, these guys are probably like, I'm starving. I feel safer. Okay, that's good. Hey, thought bubble guy. Sir Godfrey's men sure know how to drink and party. I have a naughty hangover. Oh, you devil, you. Yeah, some of like the phrasing is funny in these, but I think that's part of the fun. Can I click on you, sir? Sir? He has to work hard towards the harvest, yet we throw a feast for some night we hardly know. Ooh, I know, dude. But he was going to take food anyways. The feast was just money. He was going to take food no matter what. The feast was just getting some honor for money. How am I supposed to eat when I cannot steal some bread? Oof. I mean, I don't know. Sir Godfrey, give me some good news, man. Spot Sir Godfrey in the hall is joyously conversing with very speed behalf to feast. Good night is beaming in the spot. Gramercy for all thy hospitality and all is yours and hast done for me. If there is aught I could do for that, please let me know. Let's do it. Yeah, we take that. It didn't affect long term, but it just gave some good inspiration. So that gives me a short term military buff. Interesting. Okay, next week. Holy hay. Ooh, that's not good. For a kingdom that's starving, I'm very worried. My lord, our store of hay unfortunately has some old problem. About half the stored hay. Next. Yeah, we gotta take that gamble right now. Rumor in Carlbridge. Our guards have been training with Carlbridge. Master at Arms has returned. They reported that have been acting odd around them, and they hawk rumors of something of a fun surprise coming up. I don't like that. Training guards have become guards. Okay, so my military is pretty buff right now, so I might deal with these banditos. Oh my gosh, these guys are way out here. Hey, dude. Tis the main road connecting Brookton to the rest of the valley. Really merchant caravans send a force of guards. I think we're good with a guard force. I have a lot of guardos. Oh, my might increases, and my honor. That's good. I'm an honorable, mighty lord. I grow strong. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the vibe of it so far. I think, yeah. What am I like? If I was working on this game, what would be the things that I would obsess over immediately? I would have some fun mini games. I think it's a little, I would like, maybe I can like help pick pumpkins or something, or like give like this guy, like maybe I get like 3 morale boosts a day I can give to villagers. Because like you have this whole villager UI interface that's like built, and building UI in Unity does not take a, it takes it's not too short, but it's like it's not non-trivial, especially when it's like doing the right things. So like to some degree I would say, hey, like could I like motivate these guys, could I get some of the um emergent story that games like Dwarf Fortress have, right? Like I think one thing that I'm seeing is like there seems to be a goal, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, of having kind of a blend. Thank you for the follow, Vicola, and welcome. There seems to be a kind of like a goal between some of the Reigns, the simplicity of the Reigns game structure, with some of the emergent storytelling of in Dwarf Fortress. And so I think that like the more little interactions you can have, the more things I can do on the micro level as well. Because like right now, all my decision making is at the macro level. But I think it would be really cool as if, oh my god, I mean, this is like me just being a nerd. But like, let's say I get a few really cool items from one of these decisions I make. I can say, hey, I know this Emma is a farmer. I can give her like the farming, shovel of destiny, and my food will perform better, whatever that is. I think those are things that I'm really I want to be able to click around and kind of do stuff. I do feel like that is a little bit empty. I like the overall structure though. I think it's simple. Ooh, my honor's red. Why is it red? People love me. I'm awesome. Miller's House reported some people from House Cambridge has been threatening him at the wheelmill. House Storm. That's me, right? I'm House Storm, yeah. Great ground wheat flour from the watermill is our House Sigil main export. Our Knights has no Knights and Retainer. Oh, you probably need to get a Knight and Retainer, huh? Second largest house unit helped us in the past, but only when it benefited them, has 2 Knights on Retainer. Millers has reported that some people from them has been treating him at the watermill. Yeah. Has this happened to air? This gentle and honorable thing to try and grant. Lord Cambridge and their shoulders have. Best not to create conflict what they want to use. No, I don't want to like lose my milk because I need food pretty bad. Alright, so I got some honor. See how that goes. Yeah, I'm curious how 100% plan on having some type of petable farm animal. Well, yeah, I mean, it's an indie game. If you can't pet the animals, I will literally flip my computer over in rage. That's just part of the game. I literally, in my mostly visual novel style game, I implemented petting animals. Just because it's so critical. There's certain animal petting events. Livestock died. Oh, well, that's fine. Does that mean my food is screwed? Ugh. It works Fuel shall be tougher now. Yeah. Well, that's good. Short term. That's what we need right now. It's short term. Patrol finished. How did it go, guys? Please give me good news. My lord, guards are able to find bandits and not out their camp. Okay, I like that. I like that. Watermill. No response. How rude. Next. They have no issues yet. Okay. Alright. Carlbridge is working with us. I appreciate you, Carlbridge. Why is this tree always hither and not thither? Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish, yeah, I do wish there were, like, some things I could do in the midst of deciding on events. I mean, obviously, I don't think it needs to be too much. Like, there should be, you know, a limit to say, oh, hey, you only have 3, you know, kingly actions. But, like, you know, I would love if I could go as a king and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to bless my farmers and not just wait for events to come to me, but maybe even just choose and say, hey, you know, I'm gonna have a plentiful pumpkins, or I'm gonna tell Emma she's doing great, and that'll increase my food stores. But I am glad. I feel like I'm going into the winter in a bad weather. Come on, dude. Why are you doing me like this? All weather has been essentially wet. Well, I know the shaman said it was gonna be like this. Oh my gosh. Watermill conflict. Oh my gosh. Agreeing with my buddy group of artisans and guards. Oh my gosh. To be an absent eater. Gonna be converting to military. Nah, you gotta go with force. You gotta stop that stuff with force. In my mind, I don't believe in. I will think any other ideas. I like them and considering post-launch support content. Nice. Oh yeah, when is this launching, by the way? Bink. Yeah, you best leave, dude. You do not mess. All right, food is kind of back in the saddle. This has been a riotous kingdom we're in so far. Master entry through the confident stride. My lord, we have successfully taken the watermill next. Push them back across the river. They have made camps less than hours ride. Corridor scouts the shores by 10 orders. I return the militia. They leave only standard guards. That's how shoulders cut the camp safely. How would 11 rank if we push forward? Unlikely they stop. It's unlikely they stop after breaking the peace. Getting a few lag spikes. Hold on, yeah, we'll do moderate. Alright. We'll take a moderate. March 31st? Oh my gosh, that's in a couple of weeks. Are you going to be at GDC sending it around and pitching? Banners call. That's not good. Summon banners of our western enemies, the faraway lands across thin bears. Continue to see when raids and has landed. Okay, so we lose a little bit. Uh, you should lose workers from everywhere. You should also have fewer to feed till they return. We could try. Hmm. I don't know how beneficial these are in terms of like sending everybody out. I feel like I'm just gonna do like the moderate choice. Christmas. Is that the moderate choice? I don't know. Oh, yeah, we're going to war, baby! We're going to war! It's awesome though. But yeah, I think in terms of like the core loop, I think it's delivering what you expect. Have you in your beta seen player performance? I mean, in my mind, that's always kind of the biggest question. You know, is for Steam sales, how are wish lists? Is there interest going in? And then for the players that have played this, are you seeing people come back? Are you seeing day one retention? I don't know if you have any analytics for that set up, but those are always really good questions to ask. Unquestioned patriarch of the house. Troops reporting. Then goes and join the large house armies. Alright. So we sent our armies. Got it. Message from the High Lord. My Lord Storm. Thy troop hath told my knights. I have learned of claims they believe the water in the lands. If this was the case, my scholars will inform me and we'll find some way to resolve this. We are short-handed. We are behind the harvest. If winter draws longer, we need help. Food. Everyone's short-handed and poop. Oh no, it's snowing! Oh, I think I'm gonna lose a lot of people here. Okay, advance to next act. I don't know what else to do. Act 1, complete the prologue. Alright. The winds of winter always bring with them the return of some soldiers ready from their journey. They are welcomed home by family. As the snows accumulate, thy people bunker in their homes, praying for a short winter. The warmth of spring cannot come quick enough for the people of Brookton. That's it, though? I remember it was supposed to be a long winter. Lord's Mount, Act 1. There's always money in the banana stand? Oh, let's go. There is always money in the banana stand. That's a good one. Spring has returned. After a tough winter, people take fields and eager to get to work. The winter hath gone. Alright, we're good with that. Winter food report. How did we do? Oh, I gotta click on this guy. The steward, Glameon Nugget. That's another UI thing. So, like, when I'm in this camera view, if I'm clicking on winter food report, it should just highlight this guy or just take me straight into the UI context menu. Big barn. Farm tools in need of repair. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about Big Barn, but I respect it, I guess. I don't know why it tells me all those details where... Glameon Nugget. Alright. 2 sick. Oh no. 2 sick. Oh no. 1 sick. Oh no. That's bad. I don't like that. Alright. March something. House improvements. Breaking the fast was take a scrolls and usually took a look. Brings upon us what improvements I desire. Improvements for consideration. So we shall only receive 3 initiatives. Okay, they lay out the schedule. Okay. Idle decree, watermill. On the morrow, you agreed about the They put their horse to stop outside the house. This does not change the border betwixt houses. Thou honor us with thy trust. Trust. Oh, okay. 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 I feel like we were telling them straight. Sickness healed. Hooray. I like that. March already. It's your release date. It's March 31st in this world. Next. I'll be returning to the jobs in due time. Alright. Alright. Get back to work, people. Oh, yeah. My production is improved. Improved ideas. Castilian. Castilian may be found by keep poring over sketches of fort walls and rough maps of the surrounding territory. Hey, bud. Were you just chug? Did you chug that bottle? That was intemperate of you, sir. That was intemperate. The Castilian can to keep pointing over sketches of the fort walls and rough maps. I was just reviewing our current infrastructure and a proposal of the small house we have. My 3 ideas are to build an inn, a bank, and lastly stables and pasture. Would you like to know more of? Whoa. Tell me more about building an inn. What does a new bank do? Tell me about building an inn. Currently the most travel destination is the city of Presthall. Stockholm. We need to give travelers better options. Okay, new bank. Visit with gold. And I don't know if the bank could give us over others. Make sure we have enough guards to keep it from being robbed. Our coffers should be overflowing. Probably should consider building stables. About to learn before we can call ourselves master of the houses. Okay. Proven idea. Guards. Alright, what you got? They guess to the guards in training. Okay. How would you bolster our guard? Our mercenary group. Watchtowers could warn us of the houses. Okay. So we want guards, we want some city stuff. Storm, it's time to discuss the current state of our house. Has the best meadows in the valley. Flowers are our main export, yep. Alright, where would you... Alright, thank you. Cambridge peace deal. Extends the regards and must put his nasty business in the water bottle behind us. By far from that a premium as a token of good faith. And we shall. Hmm. Whatever, I'm nice. High priority improvement. Let's see what we want to do. Yeah. We win on economics, friends. That's our high priority. Mm. Then milling by building windmill. Let me go security. Alright, we did it. High Lord summons. Let's go. What you want? The nice steward said I would find it here. I thought to find thee napping. Imagine mine surprise, see Lord working. What brings thee back home without mine leave? Bank construction, building a bank. Da 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 da. Meantime, it's chugging along, I think. Cryptic capital. Let thy sibling lordsman Abigail handle affairs here, while Thorn works with me. Better keep your child safe. Remember when you make your decision next week. The heir found hanging on the barracks, one of their favorite spots in Bookrin. Good morrows, telling the guards about Lord Matt. You can stupidly hold his spirit, making plain. No, we are an honorable house. Our house is honor. Alright, 1050. So, the question is, should I do another story review? I'm a little sleepy. I might call it for tonight. But I'm going to summarize my thoughts on this game before I go. And, deal with this baby as well. So yeah, what are my thoughts so far? I like the project. I think this has a nice kind of leveled up version of Reigns in a lot of ways, which is really fun. I loved Reigns. I think that given how much UI and information it gives me, my choice selection is very narrow, right? Like, I can like click on individual townspeople. They tell me what they're thinking about. They have little thought bubbles if they're mad or sad, which is really great. Yeah, I'll just finish this day and then say who I recommend anything. All right. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool project. Like, it gives me so many UI views and menus, and I would just try to like polish up the UI a little bit. Um, I feel like games are made or broken on their UI, and like the feeling of if it's polished or janky is gonna all come down to its UI. So, for example, like if I here, I'll just show you. If I click on one of these, things, and I click again, it doesn't do anything. It just it should either open up the dialog box or highlight this guy like that every time I click on it to say okay, click on that. So there's certain things where I feel like with UI polish this will feel a lot better. And also make sure that you're dialing in how it feels to move around the camera, move around the world from like kind of the perspective view. I think you're pretty much there, but I think if I was to encourage anything, leveled up brains. I'm glad. I'm glad. Um, but yeah, like I think my encouragement would be just to make sure it just feels amazing to navigate this world, which I think includes a few things, like right, like some of the UI stuff, like like maybe having like a green button here to progress, red button to go back, like certain things like that, or even just like little indicators to just make things happen more visually and with iconography rather than words will always help. Like again, like you had those little clouds, those thought clouds over people, but those could be emojis, right? Where it's a happy thought, I know that it's a smiley emoji, and I also still think that there is opportunity for, um, you know, giving me something to do besides observe, the people in the town and stuff. And I think that's fine, but it's a very deep and complex UI with like real locations, and I'm like clicking on the barracks. It tells me all the things it does. Guard of the Weak, Sir Pounce. I mean, those are fun, awesome. Um, oh yeah, the Bill Club, yeah, yeah. But a fun, it's an awesome, bit of flavor text, but there's nothing actually interactable here. Like, there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I can change outside of just going through like the structure of events and making the best decisions I can. When it comes to this appointment quest, it gets very verbose and complex. There's a lot of different names. I don't remember all of them very well. Um, I feel like similar with like the bank thing, you're asking me to make three choices when maybe one big choice would do, right? Like sort of like, why do I have to, decide who my steward is, who my accompaniment is, who my whatever is? Like, just say, hey, who's coming with me? Just narrow it down to one big choice, and I feel like that will just add a lot of simplicity. Same with like what's the priorities for the next build cycle for this next year. Yes, it great that there are, I can say top priority is bank, second priority is blah blah blah. Yeah, but the only thing that really matters should be the top priority. Um, and then maybe those things are saved for another event or till next year. But I do feel like it kind of waters down some of the impact of the top priority choice, but then it also just introduces confusion. And you're just like, well, like, what do I care about? What is food more important than soldiers? Is soldiers more important than food? And like in the end, I just ended up picking like one of each, which is kind of what it just shook out to. I picked one, big building from the main guy, one, farmer suggestion, and one soldier suggestion. Um, so I would say, yeah, like keep the choices simple. I do think Reigns was correct in some ways to have kind of a binary structure. Um, yeah, I like these little guys bopping around. Watch a mill. Stabilizes in 13 days. But yeah, I think this is a really cool project. I like this idea of like temporary and stable commoditization. Yeah, I just think there's just I think even with small additions, like little ways I could just be like, empower Beverly because she's a merchant, and now my merchant has a buff in the next week, or empower Alistair because he's a farmer, and now my food supplies go up. I feel like there needs to be some interaction level. Maybe you only get like one of them per week. You know, who you empower, the farmer, the whatever, and you could eventually even make it one of these sidebars. But I do feel like some other ways to make decisions, to interact with the world. It feels very um, like very almost too simplistic. Like only the way I interact is really this. And then, especially given the fact that there are like some really deep menus for certain things. Like, right? Like I was able to like character customize my guard, right? Like I can go to my guard guy and I can give him like a mohawk, which is like cool. Or I forget exactly how I did it. Master at Arms Smith. Oh yeah, here we go. Edit. I can give him, a belt, shoulder cape, cloak, shoulder cape. This would be left hand. Spear. I can do all this kind of crazy stuff. I know this is probably like part of an asset pack, but I think it definitely, the fact that it's in the game is signaling to the players that there's stuff at the individual level you should be doing. Like, it's telling me, oh, you should customize this guy and like give him items in a quest. And that's not the case, right? And I think that's something that you should be cautious of, because when I click on anybody else, there's like, nothing that I can do. But anyways, and there should probably be a lot more of these. Wow, was this tree always hither? May I hast a new pair of shoes? I've seen a lot of these repeat, and I would just, tell ChatGPT to generate you like 200 of them and then different ones for guards, different ones for farmers. Because again, if you're saying the reward I'm giving the player for clicking in is flavor text, you better have a lot of it. And there's, with the technology that's out there now, there's very easy ways to generate lots of high volume flavor text in this voice. Like, right, you can say, given these 5 voices, generate me 100 lines of a guard, and you just pick out the top 20, and that's fine. And then 100 lines for a farmer, 100 lines for a merchant, for a whatever. But anyways, thank you so much for sharing this with me. I know this ran long, but I wanted to make sure I went as detailed as I could, especially given the fact that you were joining to watch the stream. So I hope this was helpful. Best wishes in your continued development. Thank you so much for sharing. Have a great one. Take care. Night night.